We are back in the kitchen with Bob from Chicago Hamburger Company, and he's teaching us how to make our favorite football foods. And we did sliders, now we're doing sloppy joes and Chicago jardiniere. And I have to admit, I didn't know what jardiniere was until started working on Sonora Living, and Amy filled me in on what this delicious concoction is. It's a condiment, but it goes on everything, and I mean everything.
Well, if Amy's eating it, absolutely goes on everything.
Definitely, for sure. The sloppy joes we've already started, and you said you can start with your favorite beef, or you can use turkey, right?
Yeah, you can use ground turkey or beef, whatever, whatever's going to give you good flavor. You're adding a lot of barbecue sauce to it, so that's really going to be the majority of the flavor.
And what do you have in the
Start off with just some chopped onions and some bell peppers.
Okay.
Get those in, and then just put your beef right on top of it. And let the onions cook and the juices that the beef's going to start bringing down to it, or the turkey.
Amazing.
All right, and then just kind of break it up a little bit as you go along. When it gets just about done, you don't have to wait until it's completely gray, because you're going to add barbecue sauce and cook it longer. So that'll go ahead and cook it the rest of the way. And then you're going to let it cook for maybe another 15 minutes. The slider buns that you use for your sliders, if you're doing something on a Sunday for the game, use the exact same buns for this over here.
I love that, so we don't have to buy different types of buns and
Absolutely, and you can find these in the store. Maybe it'll be like a Parker House roll, or you could get the Hawaiian rolls like you use for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just slice them down the middle and make little buns out of them that way.
Well, folks who are from Chicago, they pack into the Chicago Hamburger Company, and I mean it. At lunchtime, you're going to be waiting in line. There is a wait in your place. How do you feel? Because it's a tiny little cozy restaurant. You're not interested in expanding, really, are you? Or do you?
No, I'm very fond of life outside of work. So once I'm done with my day at work, I want to go home, be with my wife and my daughter.
You have a beautiful wife and a beautiful daughter, and I know that's a big part of the goodness that you put into your food, right? This is a family affair.
Absolutely. It's a family affair. I have my two managers are Ephraim, who is here with me right now,
Ephraim,
and his father.
Great.
And I work with their family. I grew up working with my dad. My dad grew up working with his father-in-law, my grandfather, all in restaurants. So it's without a doubt, if you're there that many hours for that many years, it needs to be enjoyable for yourself. And being part of having family with you. My son worked with me for 10 years before he finished college. He got smart enough to go into something else.
Well, I wouldn't say smarter. I would just say different.
Well,
and I want to talk about the jardiniere, because this is a big component, and everyone from Chicago knows what jardiniere is. I have to say, as I said earlier, I did not know what it was. Now I do, but tell folks out there who maybe aren't familiar with this condiment what it is.
Jardiniere, here's where we'll end up. This is a vegetable and hot pepper mixture in olive oil. It goes on Italian beef sandwiches. It goes on lots of anything. But the main thing that we use it for in Chicago more than anything else is on top of Italian beef sandwiches.
Okay, so what do we need? Where do we need to start?
It's real simple to make. You're going to start off with peppers. Normally I just use red and green. I found some yellow ones yesterday, so I chopped all those up.
And those are pretty chunky.
Yeah, you don't need them real small. You want to have a little bite to it. This is onions and celery right here. Okay, same size. All right. Now this is all the vegetable part. Now we need to heat it up a little bit. So at the restaurant we use pepperoncinis and jalapenos and sport peppers, but you can't buy sport peppers here. And I've looked at serranos in the Mexican section, but they have a little too strong.
What's a sport pepper?
Sport pepper is a little pepper about that long. It's the ones we had on top of those Chicago dogs right there.
Okay, so you bring
those in. We cut those
special.
up, but you really can't find those here.
Okay.
But these peppers will work fine. So like a 12-ounce jar of pepperoncinis, go ahead and cut them up. Save all the liquid in there. Don't throw any of that out, because that's what's going to help your flavor and help your heat. Same thing, this is about 4 ounces of jalapenos. Okay,
we have about 30 seconds.
Okay, and then we're just really going to season it, salt, red wine vinegar, get a little garlic, a little oregano.
The smell is amazing.
A little black pepper.
Wow.
And then we'll finish it in wherever I put my olive oil. I'm not seeing it, so I'll finish it with olive oil.
There you go. There he is.
Thanks, Rini.
You call for it, and he comes.
That's it. All right, that's it. Now this needs to sit. You don't want to eat it right away. It needs to sit for about 2 or 3 days. It's best after about a week and a half.
Yeah, I can say.
Right? And it'll stay a good month or to a month and a half.
The more that it absorbs that really goodness in there.
Absolutely, because you're not cooking it, so you're not getting the flavors combined that way.
How much olive oil is that? Almost a whole jar?
Well, it's however much you like.
Well, it looks
I'm a Greek boy. I like using a lot of olive oil.
And how should it sit? In the fridge or just out?
No, it needs to be refrigerated. Okay. When you're going to have it for sandwiches, then take it out, because you don't want to serve it cold.
Okay, well, he's coming back, so we're going to go ahead and fix up our sloppy joes, and we're going to have our jardiniere. What are you making next?
Italian beef sandwiches with all the stuff we just made.
Fantastic. I love it. Stick around. We have a lot more still to come.